Welcome to W.O.B Watch, where we dive into a topic and pull up everything relevant Brandon has said about it. Today we'll be talking about Kandra blessings, light spoilers for the Bands of Mourning. As a quick refresher, blessings are what grant Kandra their sapience. Without them, they turn back into mistrace and essentially be dumb piles of goo. There are 4 types of Kandra blessings, each boosting a specific attribute such as strength, senses, mental aptitude, and emotional fortitude. However, there may be more. When Brandon was asked if there were more Kandra blessings, he said, potentially yes. Later, he also said that Kandra don't know how to create blessings that do other things, which implies there are blessings that grant attributes beyond the 4 we know. This is where things get interesting. Allow me to introduce Relur. Don't remember him? That's okay. He's never shown on screen, but he's the catalyst for all of Bands of Mourning. You see, Relur is an explorer. Where most people thought the Bands of Mourning didn't exist, he was a firm believer. He traveled across Scadrial and eventually found the lost magic artifact. Unfortunately, he was then injured, blown up, and lost one of his spikes, which is where the book kicks off. The reason I bring up Relur is that the spike he loses isn't one of the blessings we know. When Marasi finally retrieves it, she describes it as a silvery metal that looks like pewter. On an initial read, this is an easy detail to miss because there's just so much going on, but this shouldn't be possible. Pewter isn't one of the 4 blessings we know. Brandon has been asked about this a couple times and has dodged an outright answer. Would you look at that? It's a theory spread. Here's what I think is happening. Relur's spike isn't pewter. It's a different metal entirely. Marasi seems unsure when she guesses it's pewter. I mean, do you know how many different metals can be described as silvery? So let's go through the metals and see if we can figure out which it is. First off, of the 16 metals we know, 4 of them are already blessings and 8 of them are alloys. Assuming alloys aren't viable, that leaves us with 4 potential candidates: aluminum, chromium, cadmium, and gold. I think we can rule out cadmium and gold as both steel invested abilities when used in hemallurgy, as opposed to an attribute like the other blessings. That leaves aluminum and chromium. I doubt it's aluminum as the metal is more valuable than gold on Scadrial, so Marasi should be able to identify it. That just leaves chromium, and it's a perfect fit. You see, chromium is associated with destiny and fortune for hemallurgy and fruchemy respectively. In the Cosmere, those terms are not quite synonymous for luck, but it's close enough until we get more information. Now let's go back to Relur. Wouldn't you say that a Kandra finding a long-lost magical artifact is pretty lucky? Assuming my theory is right, this increased fortune could be because he has a chromium blessing. But that begs the question, if there's a secret 5th spike, could there be more? And how did Relur get this never-before-seen blessing? But what do you think? Do you think Brandon is hiding more secrets about the Kandra? Let me know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.